You are divine beings on earth to assist humanity to awaken. June 13, 2014. Humanity is on the edge. Awakening is imminent. Yes, you have been told this many times already, and, as time is of the illusion, it is absolutely true. Nevertheless, to humanity it seems that the flow of time is unavoidable, slow or fast depending on how you are personally experiencing it, but it does seem that you are enclosed in it, enveloped within it inescapably, and when you are waiting for something for which you long, the waiting can seem interminable. So we have been telling you that your awakening is imminent, first because it is, as time is illusory, and second because it is you who has to awaken, and you will do it in an instant once you are ready. You have spent eons moving towards this moment of readiness, and so we have to keep stressing its imminence to keep you on your toes, to keep you holding the intent to do so. To awaken is, as we have told you, a collective decision, and that decision has been made, it just needs to be put into effect. By daily entering your quiet inner space and reaffirming that intent, you intensify it. By being loving in every situation and thus holding your light on high for all to see and experience, you further intensify it. That is your task, that is why you chose to incarnate at this moment in humanity's evolution. The problem for all of you is that the illusion that you built and maintained by your belief in it seems extraordinarily real, and so you keep on falling back into unloving experiences when you react egoically to some situation or issue, instead of allowing love to guide and direct you. If no one took offense or reacted violently or angrily, there would be no conflicts. But eons in the dangerous illusory environment that you built has trained you either to be defensive or to preemptively attack for your own safety and that of your loved ones, tribe, or nation. Your history shows you quite clearly that that does not work, the world is not at peace, and yet humanity persists in attempting to bring peace and order to the world by violent and forceful means, thus adding to the endemic suffering worldwide. You have an aphorism: when you are in a hole, don't keep digging. And most of you are very good at noticing when others are doing just that, but almost totally incapable of recognizing when you are doing it yourselves. Reacting violently or angrily in threatening situations is to keep digging, so don't. Choose instead to remain calm and focused. Choose to not be offended. Mostly when you choose to be offended, it is always a choice that you make. It is due to misunderstanding the intention or meaning of the one who has seemingly offended you. Also, because so many have been so badly hurt at various times in various lifetimes, they live expecting attack, and so are spring-loaded, already tightly wound up and ready to react violently, instantly. So we keep reminding you that love is the way forward, that love is the solution to all issues and problems, and, we are glad to tell you, more and more of you are hearing us and are learning to put love effectively into action. For most of you in your daily lives, violent physical attack is not generally an issue, but verbal abuse or offense often occurs. Do not react. It is really that simple. Many during their youth were encouraged or even made to feel unworthy, and so, expecting to be judged at almost any moment, are ready to react in apparent self-defense. But, you are all utterly and totally worthy. Any negative judgment or offensive remark you experience directed at you is unfounded. It is possible that you have made a mistake and are being called on it, so, if that is the case, accept that you have made a mistake, discuss it and remedy it. You yourself, regardless of anything you have ever done, will always remain an infinitely worthy and beloved child of God. There is never any need to take offense, even if the one addressing you would like to see you offended. The need to see you offended is his own sense of inadequacy needing shoring up. By calmly dealing with the issue to resolve it, instead of angrily reacting to an unfair and possibly wounding judgment or comment, you allow the other with whom you are dealing to lower his defenses, so that the issue can be dealt with creatively and thus resolved. Often it is very tempting to react, to engage in a shouting match, and if you win it, builds up your ego as you delight in the other's unhappiness and confusion. But that is not a loving way to behave, and if it is your intent to be loving, to engage with the task that you set yourselves before you incarnated. Then later on you will feel remorse that you reacted in that fashion, and then you may well engage in angry self-judgment, adding further to your unjustified but deeply felt sense of inadequacy or worthlessness. So the message today is love yourself, accept yourself, forgive yourself. Remember, God does, constantly. When you really make the conscious effort to treat yourself well, and then do so, you will feel much better. When you are feeling good, it is far easier to deal lovingly with the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, as William Shakespeare put it. You are divine beings on earth to assist humanity to awaken, and that awakening is imminent, so it is essential that you focus on the task you came to do. Daily go within at least once, and preferably several times, to your quiet inner space. You all have it. And while there, remind yourselves of your eternal divine nature. Do not put yourselves down in any way, but focus on the fact that you are infinitely and eternally loved. Then intend to be loving at all times, and intend not to react to seeming attacks. Remind yourselves that attacks are just desperate calls for love, and that you will and intend to respond with compassion and understanding when experiencing one. You know it works, because you have all done just that at times and seen, often with amazement, the miraculous effects that your loving response evokes. You are love, because you were created from love, and that can never change, so shake off the fearful thoughts and beliefs with which the illusion attempts to enshroud you, and show yourself as you truly are, a divine being of love here to assist all in their awakening process. After all, it is in your own interest to do so. Your loving brother, Jesus. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman.wordpress.com